Hey, well, it's probably safe to say that I have elderly parents now. I would never use that word, but and they wouldn't dispute it. My dad just turned 90 recently. My mom is in her late 80s, and they still drive. My mom, not so much anymore, but my dad's still driving, and they're in pretty darn good shape, and they're still here. So, my dad is a longtime Tesla fan of the company. He'd never been in a Tesla until a couple years ago. I rented one. I'd never been in one either. I was just curious about them. And so, since we were both curious, I rented one when I went and visited them. And we took it out. It was a real low tier model. I think it was you know, just basic Model 3 and from a few years ago, and it operated a little differently than this Tesla we're going to talk about today. But it was basic. We got to know it a little bit, how to charge it, and it didn't have very good battery, so we had to charge it quite a few times on my trip there. But that was our first exposure to it, and it was very simple, and we liked it, but we knew that there were better versions available. Anyway, I don't own one, and my dad didn't own one, so my dad sort of abruptly bought a Tesla at one point. Like I said, he was a longtime Tesla fan of the company anyways. And he was actually on the Cybertruck waiting list. And I said, Dad, is that thing gonna fit in your garage? He said, oh, yeah. And then at some point, I think he saw one up close. And he said, that's not gonna fit. And so he went with the Model Y, a real nice one. Latest long-range model, and he got the full self-driving, so he's ready to go. I wasn't there when he bought it because I live out of state. I live on the island. He lives in Colorado, but I go back every year for an annual hunting trip. And so somehow he got it home, and then he just waited for me to come visit for my hunting trip, and then we would learn this together and see how it goes. So the idea here is that my parents are getting older, and they still drive, but like everyone else, and myself included, as you get older, you start slowing down in certain ways. And we were hoping that the timing would be perfect for their age, where the Tesla could extend their independence. And while they can still drive now, it's just nice to know that there's a possibility of something that could help them get around town and so they could do their shopping and that kind of thing. And so we were hoping that this would be the key to that. And this is going to be our maiden voyage of the Tesla, and we jumped right into self-driving and to see what that was like, because that's really the whole key to it, is to help them gain, extend their independence without having to rely on getting rides and that type of thing. Now, I'm definitely not an expert on Tesla. I don't have one. I only drove that one rental, and it was completely different, or fairly different from this one, this new version that he got. And so there was a lot of fumbling with just basic driving the vehicle stuff that neither of us were familiar with. And so Tesla owners, if you watch that, will cringe, because like, what are you doing? It doesn't work that way. Well, we went in completely blind. I've been watching videos on self-driving, but I didn't see the details of how they were getting it started, and how some of the basic driving features were. We just jumped in and got right into it. And so you're going to see some foolish things that we tried to do to get that started, but we eventually figured it out. Doing something a little different today. try out some full self-driving in my dad's Tesla. The maiden voyage. We're going to take out this new Tesla Model Y. We might try the self-driving. We're going to see how it goes.
Costco, Longmont, Colorado. Please.
Let's see what happens. Gotta have
Need the clock. This connection error occurred. Oh, here.
Why does it? Do we have to sign in?
Not that I know of.
Find directions instead.
Yes.
The Costco in Longmont at 10888 Terminal Drive should be what you're after. It opens at 10. Want me to check traffic or anything else?
No.
So are we okay now?
So, Tesla, navigate to Costco. Okay?
I wish I could.
Are we ready?
I think you have to back out yourself.
No, we just asked it to choose direction. Okay. Proceed to Costco. Choose direction unset. Oh, here we go. Okay, go to Costco. Begin.
I'm glad Mom isn't here.
Yeah, no, we got to do this first. No, we have to figure. We got to spend a lot of time figuring this out. We will. And by the way, you hear my dad saying, "I'm glad Mom's not here to see this," because she's skeptical. She doesn't really want any part of this. She eventually comes around, but at first she's like, technophobe kind of thing with some older gals and older people, but she didn't even want to set foot in this vehicle. She doesn't want any kind of automatic driving. She is just first instinct reject. So we're glad that she didn't see this part. Okay.
It's as close. Oh.
No, it doesn't matter. We want to go there. Start FSD. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Tap brake to confirm. There we go. Be careful, Tesla. We're figuring it out, finally. We're going to have to do this 3 times today so we can master it. Okay, Tesla, we're fine. There's our car.
Wait a minute.
We're very new to this. Stop.
Stop.
We'd like to close the garage door, so please wait.
That's another thing we have to figure out. Close the garage door.
Oh, we haven't figured that out yet.
No.
So can I... Is it in your car, or... You want to go out to your car?
I think I did.
So the Tesla that I rented way back when, it didn't have full self-driving. It was just a basic package. And so this is completely unfamiliar to us. And we, for some reason, are treating it like talking to Siri or talking to Google. And, you say, hey Siri, or hey Google, or whatever the app is. And we were saying, hey Tesla. I mean, there's nothing to indicate that that's how you do it. Hey Tesla, take us to the Costco. And so we tried that multiple times, and it sort of responded, but it was a little jittery and saying, I don't understand what you're saying. There's no reason to say, hey Tesla, anything. It doesn't work that way. But you can say the address out loud or say where you want to go. We were just using slightly incorrect wording to get us started. And so this is kind of the silliness that that got it started, and eventually we figured it out, but not until we were on our way. We're doing okay. We just have to close the garage door. Almost ready. We're not used to this. Okay, I think we're really gonna go now. Just gotta close that garage door. We're making progress here. It got us out of the garage nicely. We had to try that. I'm glad we didn't back it out ourselves, because it did a wonderful job. All these steps, we're gonna master them at some point. Tesla, navigate to Costco. Press this. Press and hold. It says press and hold. Press brake to confirm. I think we're gonna go again. Please watch out for cars. Steering wheel's moving. Object in path detective. Take over to proceed. So it doesn't like something.
Oh, it sees the car?
No, it doesn't like something here. It doesn't, maybe it doesn't like your angle, but it says, it does, I don't know what version you have, but, okay, go ahead. So we did have an intervention right away. We didn't actually intervene. The vehicle stopped because this is a full self-driving. It's version 3 point something. And at this point, it did not like the slope of the driveway backing out. It interpreted the either the concrete or the way the sun was reflecting in the early morning. It saw a barrier or obstacle, obstruction. And so all we were doing was backing out at an angle, and it didn't like that. It considered it an obstruction. So we had to take over and back it out ourselves. And then something funny happened. I hope so, Dad.
Here goes the new roundabout.
I feel like we need to pause at some point so I know how to get out of a jam, but because I don't even know how to put it forward.
No, you step on the brake.
Yeah, but how do I get out of it? Because just then I didn't know how to put it in the drive. It was in reverse. I think it's this, but holy shit, we got to figure that out, Dad.
Well,
Is this a school zone? Okay, careful, this is a school zone. We backed it out, and then we put it back in full self-driving, and off we went. And then I realized something. I don't know how to engage this vehicle in drive or reverse. I have no idea how to do it, because in the original Tesla that I rented a few years back, it was done through the through one of the controls on the steering wheel, and this didn't work that way. And so I suddenly, full self-driving is taking us to Costco, and I thought, what if I have to intervene? I have no idea how to put it in reverse or how to put it forward. I'm not going to be able to get us out of a jam. And here we are, off we go, and we're in the middle of it. So I said, we got to pull over, because I have to know how to do this in case I have to intervene, and in case I have to, get it off the road. Everybody's going to be honking at me. People are going to be, what's going on here? I basically didn't know how to drive it.
It may not like you're holding
Maybe not.
No, it doesn't, because that's a no-no.
Sorry. Just wanted to make sure that this video documents that we're okay now. And we're driving. We're figuring it out.
Look at all the stuff that goes up there. All brand new.
By the way, I don't know what version we're using. It's an earlier version, so things will be better with the next version. So we're figuring this out. We're going to a new destination, which is Best Buy. We just went to the Costco, and it took us to the front. It didn't park, but we didn't ask it to. So now we're going to try Best Buy and see if it parks. We're getting better at this.
No, we are not.
You have to tell it where to go. Click once to tell it where to go. Driving to our next destination. The hardest part is telling it what to do. But once it's driving, it knows exactly what to do. Might just has to get to know us a little better. Is this guy gonna... Oh, well,
Yeah.
we don't have to worry about him.
Now look, you see this is
Yeah, some
a little bit
construction.
difficult, right?
Got around it just fine. I wonder what happens if it sees somebody directing traffic. I guess it...
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I think we are getting to know this whole system here. Haven't done any interventions on the road anyway. And we're going to call this a success. We might have to practice a few times, but it's going very well. Robot cars. So really it was only about 10 or 15 minutes of fumbling and silliness before we figured things out. You know, that you don't have to talk to it like it's Siri. You can actually just type in an address and put it in full self-driving and off you go. But we were using our voice. I don't know why. But we eventually figured it out. And we had several tests. We put it through its paces. We had construction. We had a guy that was walking and wanted to cross, and he was waving, and we didn't do anything. And the Tesla figured out that he was waving us through, and it was at a stop sign, and the man waited, told us we could go ahead, and the Tesla was careful, and then it went on its way. It was pretty amazing, that part. And then, so we mastered it, and it had no interventions at all. We had no adventures that we had to get involved with up until we picked up Mom later, and we went to a little cafe to have breakfast, and everything went smooth. She was impressed, and she was reluctantly intrigued about the whole thing, and she, I think, figured out that, oh, this could be of help to us. And then we did have an intervention on the way home. There was an accident on the road, and the police had blocked off this area, and there was a fire truck, and then there were sirens, and basically we had to go off the road and take a left in a very unusual way. And I let the Tesla try to do its thing, and it sort of hung up. So yeah, that required me to get involved and drive us out of the range of that accident. And then we got back on a back road and put it back in full self-driving, and it took us all the way home, no problem. So that was really the only, besides the driveway incident, intervention that we had. And so I don't think that ruined it for Mom or anything. She understood that there was an accident there. We should help it out to get it home. So that went really great.
We're gonna, another crew person on this voyage. Oh gosh.
Sealing the deal.
Yes.
And this was all on version 3. So I went on my hunting trip, said goodbye, and then I came back, and we went out again to a restaurant, and a message came up on the Tesla. It said, you have an upgrade for FSD version 4 point something something something. We jumped in upgrade for full self-driving, and that was really a blessing because you never know when it happens. I don't know why he got it so soon. I know that others were still waiting for version 14, and so yeah, we put it in the garage and we did the upgrade and took it out again, and you could definitely tell that there's a difference in that version, and that it's just a whole nother level up. Not that we had a lot of interventions in the first place, but it was just all around smoother and better, and so it really went well, and that was lucky that we got the upgrade. So he's pretty much on a later version now, and guess what happened after I left? I said goodbye. I went back here to the island, and these two pioneers, they have a house, a place in California on the West Coast, and they took this robot car all the way to California without my help. I think they had some maybe minor hiccups. A couple of odd things happened. I think, you're driving for 70 years or more, and your tendency is to, hey, maybe grab the wheel once in a while when you see something, and that's just instinctual. And so once that happens, full self-driving, it stops, and then you're in charge and you're driving. And I think that tripped him up a couple times, but it went very well. They charged a total of 5 times from Colorado to California. I think it cost them $100 maybe to do all that charging. So I think that a lot of things took some getting used to, because they take this trip every year, and they have to stop in different places, and they have to charge, and their timing is different because it takes a little while longer to charge, but 20 minutes I think. But they like stopping at the casino on the way, and they have tons of chargers there, and so that was no problem. And yeah, that surprised me, because they didn't say, "Oh, we're leaving." They just said, "Hey, we're here," and wow, they did it, and they're now used to this new technology, and I think it's going to benefit them a lot and help us kids out wondering, how are they going to get transportation, and how are they going to get to the store? Well, these two in their basically 90s just took this car by themselves to California, and they're now officially comfortable with it. He has a higher end charger at home, and then he has more of a trickle charger at their other place, but they're set up, and with a little bit of practice, they mastered it. So this has been a very good thing for us and for them, and so we hope to have them around a long time. But a lot of their friends are having problems with losing their memory and not being able to do things they used to do. So I'm hoping that this helps them a lot, and to maintain some independence for longer. But anyway, this was a fun project that I had, and it was fascinating, and we all learned a lot, and this is hopefully going to help a lot of people with aging parents. So that's it.